Hello fellow G-fans, this is Godzilla Fan 64 here with another tour review. This time it's for a figure I got during Christmas, and yeah, very nice figure, let me just say beforehand. So here it is. It's the Toho Kaiju series Godzilla 2000. Yeah, first off let me just adjust my camera. Thank you. So yeah, let me just say, very, very nice figure. Sorry, I can't get him. There we go. But yeah, definitely like this guy. He didn't come with a tag, but I don't mind. It's fine. I'm just doing a little bit more. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with articulation as usual. First off, the arms move in and out, like a lot of Godzilla's. Next, the legs sort of move 360. It's kind of stiff, but it's good. And also the tail, it can rotate 360, but I don't usually do it because if you're not careful, the feet can actually scuff the paint on these spines here. So I'll be careful about that. Next, just to get it over with, let's go ahead and do scaling. I only have two real figures from the movies that this certain version of Godzilla appeared in. So the first one, I guess, should be Orga. This is not so great. Orga should be maybe like right there. But I guess it works if you're doing a movie or something on YouTube. Yeah, you can have them fight. Yeah. Next here, I have Mega Gearus here. And this is actually pretty good. I mean, it's mostly Mega Gearus' fault that she's a tiny bit too small. But it really works nicely. Next, let's do just a few other monsters that I have. First off, let's do King Ghidorah. This isn't good as usual, but it's Ghidorah's fault, should be like right there. Next, another figure that I got over Christmas, the Bandai Destroyer. No. Just no. Should be like right there. That's mostly Destroyer's fault though. So yeah, now let's go over history. Now Godzilla 2000 first appeared in, of course, his movie, Godzilla 2000. And in this movie, what happens is, it starts off with basically him in a big car chase scene, sort of thing. Kind of gets generic, but oh well. So next he's going on destroying all of Tokyo's power sources, or maybe it's not Tokyo, it's somewhere. Tokyo, I think. Yeah, he's trying to destroy all the power sources, and everyone's trying to figure out why. And meanwhile, the big crap hole in this movie, Katagiri or whatever, is trying to bring up this meteorite. And yeah, of course, Godzilla goes back into the sea, usual thing he does. And then like the meteorite starts moving on its own, getting sun. And then Godzilla comes up and starts destroying the bay, and the UFO actually flies and kicks his ass. So, yeah. And then Godzilla is rampaging, but he goes back in the sea. And then a little while later, the UFO mutates into Millennium, this big squid type thing, which absorbs some of Godzilla's energy and becomes Orga. Now, at first, Godzilla is losing very badly, but then he gets the upper hand somehow, and then Orga actually tries to swallow Godzilla to become a Godzilla clone. Like, he grows spine, turns green. And then Godzilla uses his atomic breath down his throat, exploding Orga. And that's basically the end of that. His next appearance was Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, where he, rampages. Shows him killed this guy in 1996, I think. They're like hunting around for him. A bunch of crap goes on, which is not really important. And then, of course, Godzilla gets attacked by the Mega Nulon, like millions of them, like huge swarm. And they take their energy back to their queen, Megaguirus. And, Godzilla and Megaguirus fight, usual crap. And then Godzilla kills Megaguirus and walks off into the sea as usual. And that's Godzilla 2000's last appearance. Now next, let's go over detail. The detail on this figure is spectacular. I mean, here, if you look here, these are actually raised. You can feel them. But on the other side, they're patterned differently. So, that's really cool. He has detail on the bottom of the feet, which is rare for a Godzilla figure. Mine has a few paint scuffs, but it doesn't really matter. He just, came like that. And he is a very big figure. He's about 7 inches tall. And I think 10 or 11 inches long. And just for fun, let's compare him with the Bandai Creation Godzilla 2000. This is, well, you can notice the differences. First off, Godzilla has the glossy spines, which are all a dark purple color. He's, of course, in a battle pose. And his head just has a rougher appearance. Of course, there's the curved tail. His head just has a rougher, more rugged appearance. His hands are a little fatter, too. Now, Godzilla 2000, however, his spines are done better with a little bit of silver on the bases of the spines. Not in a battle pose. Skinny hands, the way they're supposed to be. And the head, the snout is a little wider and shorter. And also, it just has a, smoother texture appearance. And, of course, you have the long tail. I prefer the Bandai Toho Kaiju Godzilla 2000. Yeah, and next let's go over paint job. Now, you can't see it very well, but when you're in the right light, he's actually a very dark green, just like in the movies. His eyes are done very nicely. They have an orange-red pupil in there. And then they have silver, the spines have a silver base. He's done really nicely. Like I mentioned before, there's some paint scuffs, sadly. Bottom of the claws aren't painted, as usual. They actually got his tongue really nicely in there. It's a bright red color. So, as for final thoughts, now, this guy, like I said, I didn't come with a tag. I love this figure. I give him a 5 out of 5 and highly recommend him if you can find him. And I say this because he's becoming increasingly rare. I don't know why, just recently there's been, like, a spike. It's getting really rare all of a sudden. So if you can find it, I definitely recommend it. Get this figure if you're a Godzilla fan. He has pretty nice articulation for a standard figure. Yes, he is standard. Great paint job, great detail, an okay history, and he's pretty good. He's okay with sizing, so I will see you later, and goodbye.